Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia revealed that the government is close to issuing a license to Starlink with regulatory approvals nearly complete. On BSNL, he highlighted strong top-line growth in FY 25-26, driven by government support and reduced losses. Regarding Vodafone's AGR dues, Scindia confirmed that no decision has been made yet and the government will abide by the Supreme Court's order. Let's listen in.
Starlink today has been given the LOI. What that means is that they're very close to receiving their license. I can say that on record. All players in India, satellite players in India, will then have to go to InSpace and get their approval from InSpace. So that's the second stage. The third stage is that when TRAI has defined the norms for the administrative assignment of spectrum, and that is discussed with DOT, and DOT and TRAI are on the same page, then the spectrum at those rates will be administratively assigned to all players at the same rate. Once that is done, then all players will start offering their services. As far as BSNL is concerned, we have worked at it assiduously over the last 1 year. We have looked at top-line growth, revenue growth for all three verticals, whether it's consumer mobility, whether it is your broadband, whether it is your lease lines and enterprise customers. And all three verticals of BSNL have shown growth in FY 24-25, ranging between 9 to 11%. Combine that with a very strong monitoring on expenses and reducing expenses by about 9 to 10%, has led to a much more improved bottom line. And let me elaborate that for your viewers. In FY 23-24, we posted a loss of 5,500 crores. That loss has been brought down by 60% for the year to 2,247 crores. I think one should not talk about what has said or not been said in court, which is not in the order. I think the order of the Supreme Court is what we need to stand by. At this point of time, there is no decision on that issue. As far as government is concerned, the Supreme Court has taken a very clear decision that they have said that they will not entertain such pleas.
Absolutely. In fact, sources are telling NDTV Profit that the government is taking decisive steps to prevent a telecom duopoly, considering options like a temporary suspension of AGR dues. Discussions are active at the Department of Telecommunications, with Vodafone, the 49% government-owned, receiving different treatment than Airtel. Now over to Shrimi for more insights on this.
Yes, a very important piece of information coming in. What top sources tells NDTV Profit that government is firm on the fact that they are against the emergence of duopoly in the telecom sector, and that requires a very healthy competition. In fact, sources tells us that government is evaluating several ways to support Vodafone Idea after the Supreme Court dismissed its plea on giving relief on the AGR dues. Now, sources tells us that a couple of options has been on the table, and in fact the top ministry, finance ministry, PMO, are in discussion with the Department of Telecom to have a proper plan in terms of checking the fiscal as well as legal viability of the plan. Some of the option which is being considered among various options is giving moratorium on the AGR dues. Some kind of waivers could be explored. The other one is to kind of nudge bankers to give a fresh credit to Vodafone Idea in exchange of giving some concession to lenders, so that in case of any risk arise due to exposure in the telecom sector, that could be taken care of. The discussion are also on the part that the entire financial viability, the projection of Vodafone, somewhere indicate that it will have a better positioning financially after 3 to 4 years. So government clearly want to, leverage that sort of fiscal projection here. And in fact, they are saying that this particular case is quite different from the other telecoms case, especially Bharti Airtel, which has the similar issue of AGR. And they are saying that since government has a majority stake, which is 49%, this making this entire case is different from the other, telecoms companies. So clearly, the government is considering a lot of options here, but no decision has been taken so far. But one thing is very clear, that they don't want Vodafone to face the survival risk, and they want to support, the VI at this point of time and give some sort of relief there to come out from this financial stress which they have been facing.